here, and today is day 4 of our core and booty challenge, and we have a little yoga planned for today. So I'm also a certified yoga teacher and certified personal trainer and group fitness instructor. So, and Ayurvedic wellness counselor. Got lots of different things that I do, all in the wellness field. And so I want to do us a little bit of core and booty yoga themed. So we'll do a little stretching at the end, but I want us to flow just a little bit in the beginning. So we're going to activate those glutes and those core muscles, and then we're going to finish with some nice deep stretches. So I'm not going to start in traditional yoga because I want us to be a little bit more athletic yoga today. So we're going to start by stepping back with that right leg, and we're actually going to be coming into a warrior one to start. So your left foot's facing forward, my right hip is also trying to face forward and pulling my left hip back. My right toes are angled out to the side of the room. Once we're there, our arms might lift up above our head. So we're going to be starting in that warrior one. We're not going to be here that long because we're going to drop our left hand down by our left side. Right arm is going to come reach down towards our left ankle, and then we're going to open back up. And we're going to take a few more of these. So we're going to just start to activate through that left glute, and this is going to be really a strengthening move, but it's also working on our stability because I want that left hip to be pulling back as that right hip is pulling forward. So we're not only getting that strength, but we're getting that stability. We need both. We need that mobility plus that stability. We got 2 more, and the strength. We're going to take 1 more. We're going to go ahead and hold it down. Now you're going to stay here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to extend that right arm towards the wall in front of us, and we're going to take our left hand, pull back our left hip crease, and we're going to just feel that expansion. Now your left glute should really be firing right now. Maybe you pick up your 5 toes on your left side, put them down, but getting a nice twist and reach. We're going to take that left hand to the floor, drop your right toes to face forward, drop to your right knee. You're going to extend the left leg back behind you, and then now you see I'm kind of in an awkward spot with that right foot. I want us to flip. So now our right toes are behind us, left arm is extended, and we're kind of like in a modified side plank on our knee, and then I want us to lift that left leg to the sky. So we're holding here, and we're in one straight line from left fingertips to right, and then if I look down your body, that leg is lifted as high as you can, and we're going to pulse up to the sky. So pulsing here, so we're getting core and booty activation. 3, 2, and 1, hold. Bend into that left knee, grab that left ankle, kick back into your left hand as you get a little back bend, also a quad opener. If this is too hard on your back or you can't reach, you're going to go ahead, oops, don't kick your door, but you're going to go ahead and hold and pretend like you're reaching that foot. Otherwise, grab that foot and hold. You're going to release, lifting back to that modified side plank. Left foot's coming down, left hand's coming down, flipping now into a high plank. Holding that high plank nice and strong, we're going to shift our weight forward from your toes to your knees. You're going to lower down all the way to your belly. We're going to go ahead and extend those legs straight back behind you and lift up that chest off the mat. No weight in hands, cobra. Release back down, curl your toes under, push yourself up from your knees or your toes, high plank, back to a down dog. You're going to look between the hands, walk your feet behind your wrists, and slowly roll up to stand. All right, we're going to do the same thing now, other side. This time we're stepping back with that left foot. Right toes are facing forward. Left toes angled out to the side. Pull that right hip back. Left hip pulls forward. Arms reach up to the sky. Drop the right hand alongside the body. Left hand is reaching down towards that right ankle, and then lifting back up. So staying here, staying strong. Two more. Last one. You're going to hold it down. Right hand's coming to the right hip crease. Left hand's extending out to the wall in front of you. Holding here, finding that length, finding that space. Breathing. 4, 3. And go ahead and drop those hands to the floor. Spin the left toes to face forward. Drop to the left knee. Extend that right arm or right leg back. Go ahead and flip your left toes back behind you. Left hand's coming down to the floor. Right arm is lifting. Right leg is lifting, modified side plank. So staying here, I'm just going to flip on my mat for you. So staying up in that modified side plank, holding. If it's cramping, you can always put that foot down. So if your hips are not liking it. We're going to go ahead and bend into that right knee, grab the top of that right foot, extend, and you're going to open up through that right chest, getting a back bend here, and breathing for 3, and release, dropping that foot, coming back around, coming to your high plank. I'm just going to flip once more, lower down chaturanga to your belly, cobra, lifting the chest up, and we're going to all push back to a child's pose. So lifting those hips up, toes come together, knees come out wide, pushing into those hips. Forehead is going to come to the mat, or you can make a fist and go ahead and drop your forehead to your fist. Whatever feels best for you, but really pushing into those hips. There should be a really nice hip stretch, especially after the last few days of the challenge. And then we're going to go ahead and come up to all fours. All right, we're almost done today. So I told you it's going to be a nice, easy breezy day. We're going to go ahead and do a few cat-cows, and then we're going to do a few yin stretches. And I'll explain what that is in a second. Just go ahead and let that low belly sink to the floor. Look back between the knees as you spike the back up towards the ceiling. And then we'll find that neutral spine. You're going to go ahead. You're going to pull your right knee behind your right wrist. Let that right ankle come behind the left, and we're coming to pigeon pose. So this leg is not at 90. Maybe it is, but most likely it's probably not quite at 90. Lengthen that left leg back. You might stay here if you really already feel that hip opening, or you might come to your forearms, but wherever you're at, try to have your head resting. So maybe your head rests all the way on the floor. Maybe you make fists and let your forehead rest in your fist, but we're just going to stay here and breathe. So staying in this pose, I'm just going to tell you what a yin pose is. Yin is where you find your healthy edge. So yin is you hold poses for a little bit longer, and it's going to get a little intense, but not so intense where you feel like you're hurting yourself. And restorative yoga, and also I teach that, is really relaxing. You should be working 30% or less in a restore class. So that's where you truly get to relax. So yin is that stretching, restore is kind of that renewing. So we're just going to stay here for about 30 more seconds, opening through that right hip, feeling it into the right glute. And that right hip is probably not resting on the floor. So if it is, maybe you shift your weight over because you want your hips stable and even. And you can go ahead and push up onto your hands. And then go ahead and sink back to all fours. And then take whatever counter pose would feel good. Maybe swing the hips left to right. And we'll go ahead and find stillness. And we'll take that left knee behind the left wrist. Pull that left ankle towards the right. Lengthen that right leg back this time. And then finding your pose on this side. And remembering each pose is a little different. So where you might have went on the right side, maybe the left side's not quite going to go there. So honor that. And then use your exhale to release. So with every exhale, think releasing tension. Then on the next exhale, coming back up to those hands, swinging that left leg around. Again, maybe taking hips left to right. And then we're going to go ahead and take a seat. We're just going to do one final pose. So we're going to open the hamstrings, which is the back of the leg, and a little bit more with the hips. So you're going to extend the left leg long. You're going to cross your right ankle right above your left knee. So for some, this might be where you stay. For others, you might walk the hand down. Maybe you grab that foot. I know that's not going to feel great in my body, so my hands are going to rest here because I really feel this in my left calf. So you should feel a nice stretch through that left back of the leg and maybe a little bit through that right hip. I don't have my strap out, but otherwise I sometimes would put a strap, or if you have a tie or a sweatshirt, something where you can, grab and kind of like a horse's rein, and that will go a little bit deeper into the stretch too. So we'll just breathe here for 3 more breaths. And we're going to go ahead and switch. We'll try the other side, extending that right leg, bending into that left knee, crossing that left ankle right above the right knee, sitting up nice and tall. And same thing, finding it on this side. So I'm about the same on both sides. I'm not going to go super deep because I already feel it. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly coming up. And then you can slowly come to your knees, and I just want to finish with the Yogi Squat. So heels are going to be in, toes are going to be out, hips are going to be down. Chest is lifted, palms together, and you're just opening up those hips. One last final pose. I love to do this as a nice warm-up too. It's really good for the low back and giving space in the body. Final 3 breaths. Go ahead and push through those heels and stand. Woo! And we made it. Made it through another day. We'll be back again tomorrow.